going up against Captain Zack in winners finals.
Absolutely. Winners finals going to be Snake versus the Peach, or I'm sorry, the Daisy, more than likely.
Yeah.
I would expect that Bayonetta, with all of her large, boofy hitboxes, would be kind of a pain against Snake. I would really imagine.
The thing is, Bayonetta can really struggle getting that final KO, and Snake is one of those guys who will last a long time if you don't have those finishers. So Daisy is absolutely going to be the one to do it.
Our first game since top 8 that we haven't started on PlayStation 2.
And honestly, it's smart by Captain Zack. We've been saying Pokemon Stadium 2 is such a good stage for Snake. So Captain Zack not even playing a fast character. He says, yeah, let's keep it close.
Man, Battlefield looking like a good stage for Snake too, I'm not going to lie. MVD getting a lot of early percent. Zack not really able to find a way in. Dash attack sends him right back over to the right. Nikita looking to catch the ledge, but a quick Peach Bomber to get back to the stage. But look, somehow MVD has these options set, has his kill confirms ready, and Zack looking like he needs to start living on a prayer. Or if that luck will start coming in like that last set he played against Austin, right? Can he get 5 Stitch Faces again? We'll see.
I think that is a count that is a bit ambitious. I've seen some hopes and dreams before, but that's up there.
All right.
Magoo gets the forward throw, puts Snake at the ledge. Up smash catches his landing again. This landing is one of the weaker aspects of the character, but mashing that up tilt's always going to be strong.
Yeah, lots of shield pressure there. And now Zack's opportunity to possibly take a stock, but there's a high recovery. We saw in that Snake did earlier against Hockey and Razor that there's options to contest the Cypher going high, but not much Zack can do in that situation.
And one of the things you're saying about Razor is how much he uses that down tilt, and the MVD using one of his own right there to try to set up Captain Zack into the up smash, but Zack was able to DI that smartly, and now he's back on stage hunting for that stock.
Yeah, almost getting it there with the back throw, but once again, he's going to go high, set himself up, but there, falling right onto the up air, and like you said, he doesn't have those options to get back down. That's one of the most lackluster things about him.
Not the biggest damage I've seen off a Daisy down tilt combo, but 46 is nothing to sneeze at. Be careful though, sneeze around these explosives and something might get set off.
Yeah, those quick Peach Bombers are really going to help him get back to the stage consistently. And Mona, when you're looking at this from Peach's end, right, when you're trying to go through all of these projectiles, trying to get through all these explosions and looking for these kill confirms, how do you keep the presence of mind to get through that?
Well, I mean, obviously you have to have airtight control of your character. Of course, having a Stitch Face in hand is always helpful. That's our first one of the set.
I should put a Stitch Face count on this too.
Hey, man, we might as well, just so we keep it in there. But, man, again, it's airtight control of the character that you've got to have, and you have to make sure that you don't overextend. But even then, Captain Zack able to even it right back up as he comes back off the Angel
Another Stitch?
And put another one on the counter, Xanzy.
Quick 94. Quick 94.
That's insane. I told you. What?
No way.
He's the luckiest man alive. I told you. Luckiest man alive.
Can somebody check for mods?
What is happening, man? The odds should not be that good. Luckiest man alive.
This isn't a .9 going on? Like, what's going
The pan? Oh my god.
Luckiest man alive. I'm telling you.
That's the luckiest pan alive. I'll tell you what.
I appreciate the fun.
We stan a gay icon.
God.
The luckiest pan alive.
God.
Hey, that's me.
How do you get 3 Stitch Faces, right? And let's talk more about the fact that MVD was in control for the majority of that game, right? Took the first stock convincingly, less than 10% on him after taking that first stock. Lots of control the whole way through. I even asked you, Mona, how does Zack get in? How does Zack get through this wall of projectiles, this wall of explosives, a couple Stitch Faces, right? I said, Mr. Lucky. I said, Mr. Lucky. You're like, man, there's no way. He pulls 3 Stitch Faces the first game.
So that's ambitious, and Zack said, oh, I'm an ambitious person.
Yeah, right? I have stuff.
I have goals.
Zack certainly has some ambitions, fellas, and he is looking to extend his lead over MVD as he takes him to Pokemon Stadium 2. He didn't start here this time, but eventually all paths lead to this stage, especially when you got a Snake on the screen.
And gosh, we'll really see if it even becomes much of a factor. Honestly, I think Snake looks really good on Battlefield 2, and somehow Zack was able to make his way back. We'll see if those the mine placements on the platforms become big here.
Yeah, not only that, but this extra room to play, the distance on the field is going to help MVD set up his zone a little bit better. Catches Captain Zack trying to roll through the pressure, but that mortar comes in, taking that stock.
All right, once again, like you said, putting that C4 on the platform is going to open up so many options for MVD to keep Zack right where he wants to. That's the way you play Snake, but once again, pulling out the pan, this man is swinging.
Yeah, man, that pan is coming in doing a lot of damage. All
Dude,
right.
Alton Brown called, and he said, please chill out.
Please leave my mans alone. Come on. All right, setting up there with the up smash, waiting for the roll on. They had to wait and take that hit. And honestly, I would take an up smash over a forward smash any day.
Lesser of two evils for sure. Captain Zack resetting the situation away, but finds the center, putting on pressure with Daisy back air. Now, once you land flow cancel Daisy back air on shield, it's still her turn.
All right, trying to not commit to an up air right there. Could have detonated one of the grenades that MVD could have pulled out, but instead just committing to the Nair. And I love the use of the Nair from Captain Zack as well, but he's getting so aggressive right in MVD's face.
Oh, yeah, and that's exactly what you don't want to do, especially in a situation when you're on the ledge, high percents. But wow, comes right back, finds that Peach Bomber, and now even percents final stuck. Looking to head into a game 3, and one of them is going to be up a game.
We'll see. Captain Zack certainly has that 1-0 lead right now, and the way that he's been getting so aggressive in MVD's space has been working out at the moment. MVD hasn't had the chance to set up all of those crazy grenade and mortar, you know, areas of denial.
Yeah, exactly, right? This is usually that, we talk about this being Snake's best stage, and we haven't really seen a lot of that dominance we're used to seeing Snakes have on the stage.
We have seen a lot of these anti-air up tilts, though. That's like 4 in a row. He's just walking around, not committing as much to that B button. Instead, you know, friendship ended with B button. A button is my new best friend.
All right.
The C4.
A button getting a lot, but super high there. C4 is placed. Captain Zack is going to have to watch out. But another up tilt. Yeah.
Neutral air dodge through the pressure into straight as soon as possible up tilt. And normally we see a lot of that out of Snake is dodging straight into your up tilt. Because of attack canceling existing, Snake is one of the characters who takes the most advantage of it, having such fast tilts in his forward tilt and up tilt. We'll go for a lot of spot dodge into up tilt, a lot of spot dodge into forward tilt.
Fast and strong.
Yeah, and in this particular circumstance, perfectly timing air dodge with very little lag on the landing.
Real quick side note, I really love seeing Captain Zack go back to the original main he had in Peach. Him and Samsora in Louisiana were actually like double Peach bros. They would always do doubles, double Peach all the time. So it's really cool seeing him go back to that character now that we're in a new game.
Right, both players going to their ball roots.
And, you know, proving that, I mean, you know, even though he hit his stride with that Bayonetta, you know, kicks it back to the old days where he's playing the Peach again and he says, oh, yeah, man. Oh, this isn't just a one-time thing.
Bro, for sure.
Whoa, he's catching MVD's movement so well right now, but eventually you keep picking the same option so many times.
Rough spot. Oh, what do you do? Yeah, him not going to the stage hurt. It hurt so bad because then Nikita, and the way that MVD works with Nikita is just so terrifying, right? Because it's more of like a reactionary Nikita rather than a like, I'm just going to throw Nikita out here and see if you fall into it.
But that Nikita control is absolutely incredible, but that forward air doing a good job of keeping patrolling the skies around Captain Zack, taking that stock of MVDs.
Like we said, control of the character is so important when you're going up against Snake. You need to make sure that you're not going to put yourself in a position you don't want to be in. And Captain Zack so far has done an excellent job of being where he needs to be.
Yeah, that grenade coming in clutch, getting that shield poke after the forward tilt, put the shield so low. Little setups like that are crucial for that extra damage.
And now an opportunity as again. Nikita quickly, the Peach Bomber not going to snap to the ledge fast enough. Bad spot there, but Zack's still going to be living over here. But falls right into the up tilt, and MVD has been ready with that up tilt. His spacing on that is perfect, to the point where he does 2 of them on shield and is still safe.
I'm surprised that all of these rolls from MVD has been safe. I've seen plenty of situations where he's done even double roll, and it's just simply worked out for him because he knows that Captain Zack, once he's committed to moving in one direction, it's hard for him to redirect to, you know, the left or the right, whichever way he's not going. But add that to the luck counter because we got Mr. Saturn on the screen.
Oh my god, and it actually allowed him to get a forward smash? Was that true?
I'm
so Was he trying to press a button?
All I know is MVD did not want to shield there with Saturn on the screen, right? So close.
True, true.
Well, Captain Zack will need to pull out that shield a little bit because he's got to find a way around this barrage of projectiles because the Flying Hawaiian is looking to take this game number 3, but he's got to work a little bit harder to find it.
All right, opening up here for Zack. Going to get some quick damage. I love how he waits and pulls the turnip. Doesn't want to push it and manage. Oh! That Nikita has consistently been contesting his recovery here on Town and City. And we saw in the other stages, right, he was able to get around Nikita a lot better, using the Peace Bomber to snap to ledge, using neutral air, falling down. But on Town and City, every single time he was put in an edge guarding situation by MVD, MVD was able to connect the Nikita.
I'm starting to think, does Captain Zack maybe need to try attacking the Nikita a little bit more and deactivating it so he can get back?
The trouble here is the same trouble that Daisy has against Ness's PK Thunder, is that you don't have any really quick hitboxes unless you've got back air available to you in order to come through and deactivate without putting yourself at a big net loss in time. Just another opportunity for
really
MVD to
surprised he went back here. I'm so surprised that Captain Zack allowed this to happen a second time, especially because that game was just so, off the stage at least, dominant from MVD.
I think the big thing is that MVD doesn't need to get right up into Captain Zack's face to pressure him on this stage. Nikita is so good at covering these big platforms, these high platforms, that it takes Captain Zack a while to get down, and MVD is able to react and deactivate it if he needs to.
Exactly what I think. Honestly, after seeing MVD play on the stage now 3 times tonight, I don't think anyone should let MVD go to Town and City. I think this stage is really, really good for Snake.
Starting to think about that Brooklyn Nine-Nine. There's so much crime in New York. Nobody should live here.
There's so much crime in Town and City. Don't take MVD here.
So many murders committed, so many atrocities, but Captain Zack trying to get a little bit of an MO written up on himself as well. He's going deep to try to get MVD.
Amazed that just did not connect.
That had to have been a pixel away. Exactly a pixel away.
It had to be exactly 2 pixels to not get the glancing blow.
Oh, you're right.
Xanzy forever ruined by technicalities.
Right, man. Gonna make me start looking at frame data now.
That's a day I cannot wait to see.
Right, when I start quoting frame data.
I can't wait to see how MVD gets himself back into center stage, because so far Captain Zack has been doing such an excellent job of keeping him there. But the moment that he's out, MVD pulls the projectiles right back into Captain Zack's
I love
face.
how he's just using it as a neutral tool now, right? It's not even edge guarding. It's just I can push Nikita as far as possible.
Oh!
Wow. Didn't see the up smash after connecting that forward air and gets clipped and loses his second stock. Captain Zack on the cusp of losing and getting out of winners right now.
On potentially his last stock in winners bracket if MVD is able to clutch this out. And he is... Ooh, that Nair from behind is going to take that stock?
Watch the mine on the right side. Doesn't really matter now. Wow, the butt actually connects. Zack gets back on. Let's see how far he can push this grenade, stopping the combo extension there from Zack.
It could have been a huge conversion. Already 41 is definitely nothing to sneeze at.
67, neither, especially because that forward air will start killing off the side. MVD has got to try to find a way to land it. Neighbor, you said it so many times. Snake has problems with that.
Oh my goodness, Turnip converting into the forward air. Off stage, up high in the air.
Fast fall, so smart. He'd never done that up until this point.
Zack heard he was about to go into losers and he had to play Austin again, so he turned up the Jets. Gosh. Oh, that's a tough spot. Up air, not going to take it. MVD holding on to life, 151%. A back throw away at the ledge will take this. Forward air is just doing the trick as well. Captain Zack puts it right back, and we're going to a Game 5.
So much wherewithal from Zack there to maneuver around the molten steel rain and able to get right into MVD's face and again continue to take advantage of the fact that this character struggles to land.
Absolutely. And also the chases with the fair whenever you put Snake in the corner.
So Captain Zack has not only beaten MVD on Town and City, he's beaten him on PS2, and those are 2 of the stages that MVD has been going to the most often as his counterpick, right? So now he has to complete something completely out of their white works, as I was also looking down and I'm expecting everyone was. I'm not sure where
Kalos Pokemon League is where we're going.
That makes sense.
So we were talking about how big stages can really work for these zoners, especially like Snake. I mean, Neighbor, it almost seems like you'd want to ban this stage invariably against Snake.
Right. I mean, there's like 6 stages you want to ban against Snake, so it's a problem.
Fair enough. Yeah, even with DSR in effect, MVD has got plenty of places to fall back to, and And Callus, with the size and the way that he's able to use this up smash among many other projectiles to cover these platforms, makes it so hard for Captain Zack to recover.
Ooh, tries to use that platform as a stepping stone to get that forward air, but MVD just out of range, setting up his zone.
And Captain Zack needs to chill out on the forward airs, and I think he realizes that too. But MVD just missed base. That's the first time we've seen him miss base that up tilt.
Yeah, just a little bit out of the reach there, and it's very surprising, right? And I guess that's something to note as well, right? That's the first time that we've seen him miss those kind of confirms, and it really shows you that he sees where he's at right now. Wow, actually knocking him off the stage and taking him off the top. Incredible there. But no, like you can tell, MVD is actually, you know, starting to change his mentality. He doesn't seem as in control as before.
That being said, he has definitely got a much better read on Captain Zack. I was talking about how Captain Zack needs to lay off on the forward airs because he's falling into a predictable rhythm, and that parry right there proves my point that he needs to find another approach option, because even there, the explosives messing it up.
Right. MVD is really setting up his lead to continue into possibly another stock right now. Oh, wow, almost losing the stock there. Air dodges through and actually still holding on over far on the right now. Parasol possibly? Nope, still waiting, and this time waits for the air dodge.
Right, MVD consistently in that situation going for that air dodge fast fall, but Captain Zack covering it and time again is able to catch this landing, continue the pressure.
I was about to ask,
was that a stitch?
That was a lot of shield damage, I'll tell you that.
That looked like a stitch.
Yeah,
I'm going to put that on the counter.
A stitch, and MVD stitching himself quite a storyline right now, as he's one stock away from getting into grand finals here at Xanzy's Dreamland 2, but he's got one more stock from a rock-solid Captain Zack.
Right. Look at him bring this back. Look at the damage. Look at how the momentum has shifted, and now Zack trying to keep these percents low, but MVD making it really hard here. All right, CV makes it right back down, and C immediately sets up the pressure, starts setting up his grenades. Not going to get hit, or is going to get hit there. Sent over here on the right. I really want to see Zack. It sounds really fully committal, but I would love to see him go for the parasol to take him off the top in that situation.
It would be committal, and he may be saving that for that last stock, but I think right now he's content to simply keep MVD up in the air because he's not ever going to the ledge, and that could be a problem for him, but could work out.
Yep.
Last stock.
Yep. Finds that forward air finally. High percents here on Zack.
We're definitely sitting close to percents, though, where up tilt will raw take it. I know that we have one of the highest ceilings on our current stage list.
Oh my gosh, what a
said.
Freaking needle thread, though. He set up Nikita, dropped it right in front of him as he saw Zack was trying to be aggressive. Zack's forced to air dodge, and guess who's there to meet him with that loving, crazy long stripper leg?
The
Snake.
big boot.
The snake, right? Like,
he
that's
gave him
crazy.
the Texas boot, dude.
I'm not